The reason I'm saying this is because they are using mind control on these folks. I have no idea to what extent, but they are using mind control on certainly on some of these folks. I know it for a fact. I know it personally, and I know it from what I've seen, what's been exposed in independent media. And have mercy on them. Have mercy on them. Do not argue with them. Do not be mean to them, especially for the vast majority of them who don't go the extra mile to target you. For me, that's the case. The vast majority of these folks, if I'm kind to them in spite of the targeting, they're overwhelmingly kind and they don't go to the extreme. They don't go overboard trying to target me. And I also know it spiritually because the Lord had told me way back in the day, you guys, when I absolutely the opposite of loved these folks, the Lord told me over and over and over again, every day for months, the Lord told me, most of the people doing this to you, they do not want to be doing it. Most of these people targeting you, they don't want to be targeting you. The Lord told me this, like I said, every day, multiple times per day, some days certainly, maybe every day, multiple times per day, for months. It was the last thing I wanted to hear. I wanted to demonize them and make them, oh, they're doing this. They're trying to drive me insanity. They love doing this. They're just pure evil. They are using mind control. And who? The deep state, the globalists, NATO, people who want to run the world. And yes, this program exists all over the world, and they're all trying to perfect it, but and be at the cusp of being able to control people. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, you guys. So, my message, first of all, the TIs, I know a lot of TIs, you're terrified of mind control and remote mind control or, nanotech mind control that they have inside of you. And all I can tell you is do what the Lord tells me to do, what the Lord tells me to teach and preach on my channel. Tithe your money to Him sacrificially. Tithe your time to Him. Spend 2 hours and 24 minutes a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Spend 2 hours and 24 minutes a day in prayer and reading His Word, and tithe your money and help the poor. God's above all this. He's above all the mind control, above all the nanotech, above all the vibrational resonance type mind control. He's above all of it, you guys. But you've got to get to know the miracle working power the way I do, because the Lord doesn't allow the mind control to work on me. It's minimal, you guys. It's minimal. Today, the Lord blessed me. He made me get up so I could go shopping. I wanted to take advantage of 2 weeks of specials at Albertsons. And the one way to do that is to go Tuesday, the last day of that week's special, that week's sales, and then go again Wednesday. And then you get to take advantage of all the specials for the next week. And it saves me a lot of time. And the Lord let them hit me with DEWs or fear vibrations or whatever directly on my body, just enough to get me up. Why? Because I sleep weird hours. It was 5 p.m. The sun sets at like little after 6. It is, what time is it now? It is 6:15 and the sun is just about set. Meaning I don't leave. As a targeted individual, rarely will I leave at night. Nowadays, I won't leave at night at all. Meaning I wouldn't have gotten to go and get this done and over with. And so the Lord allowed them to hit me with DWs just enough to get me out of bed. I'd slept like 7 hours. So He uses it for my good, but He'll do the same thing for you. And this message, quite frankly, it goes out to agents of the TI program as well, since I know, based on what the Lord has told me, you don't want to be doing this. Most of you do not want to be participating in this. You don't want to be a part of this. Y'all can turn to the Lord too. I know y'all listen to these. And if you do catch this video, follow what the Lord has me teaching and preaching on my YouTube channel, and He will protect you from the deep state. I know there's rumors, and I don't know what's true and what's not true, that if you stop participating in the program, they off you. I don't believe that's the case all of the time. And I know it's not the case if the Lord's protecting you, because nobody can off you if He's protecting you. If you follow what the Lord has me teaching and preaching, agents, and you start tithing your money, that's 10% and above, not just give $10, 10% and above of the gross, and you use it to help people in the third world, and you use it to help folks who are homeless, and you start praying to the Lord. And then if you decide to walk away from this program, He will shield you. I'm not saying it's going to be painless, but He will not let the program off you or destroy you because you've decided, I no longer want to participate in this. I'm willing to take risks. You don't need to take risks if the Lord is protecting you, because He's not going to let them consume you whole. I know that with one guy who I was really angry because the Lord wouldn't do anything to harm him. Because like I said, at that time I was very bitter and angry. And the Lord had already told me, the Lord told me he would, I was in a homeless shelter, and he was, is really interesting. He was Native American. I'm 22% Native American, but he was really on me. He was really on me. And they'd be all watching TV in the TV room, and I'd go into the bunk room because that was one of the few times I could be alone and you were allowed to be in the facility. And he'd be one of the ones, if he was there, he'd be one of the ones to come in to be hitting me with DWs and whatnot. And when he came in, the Lord told me something of the nature of, you want to see me protect you from him? Just watch and go ahead and meditate. So I began to meditate on the word love written in light. And the one thing I noticed, I had my eyes closed. I'm like, wait, I'm not feeling any DWs or anything. And then I looked over and I saw him in one of the lower bunks, and he ended up catching some video I guess he really liked. He was just lost in the video. And I was angry because I thought, oh no, he was in the top bunk, my bad. And I was angry because I thought the Lord was going to throw him off the bunk. That's what I wanted the Lord to do. And so the Lord told me, no, I'm not going to harm him. I'm not going to be, I'm going to be merciful to him just the way I am to you in your sin, because I love him greatly. That young man you're seeing there, I love greatly. I have big plans for him. I'm going to use him to do my will in a great way. And I was so angry to hear all of this. And then the Lord said, and you're going to tell him, the guy there who targeted me the most, I ended up having to tell him this. And after that, he stopped targeting me altogether. And yes, he was no longer at the shelter. The same day he stopped targeting me, the same day he was gone. But God said he was going to use him for great things. So I don't believe that means he was eliminated or they took him out. I think that God put him in a situation where he's like me, where the Lord's going to be using all of his suffering to shape him into the man that the Lord wants him to be, so that the Lord can use him. But don't be afraid, TIs, agents of the TI program. You don't have to be afraid and paranoid. You know, once I got a better understanding of this, because like I said, I pay tithes and offerings the Lord makes me. Pray that the Lord makes you. I don't do it because I'm special or a good person. I do it because the Lord makes me, and I get to the blessings and the promises God has made to me and to you and to everyone if you help the poor. Okay, and they're radical blessings. You can read them in Isaiah chapter 58, Matthew chapter 25, Malachi chapter 3, Psalms 41, 1 through 3, Ezekiel 16, 48, 49. But there's also a price to pay if you don't pay them. But the blessings are radical. And so I see God working, and he's so far above all the targeting. And, you know, when they do go overboard, the Lord deals with them. When they go out of their way to target me and they're like aggressive and they're enjoying it, the Lord judges them. And sometimes the Lord judges them in front of me. I get to see what happens to them. And oftentimes I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it, because the Lord can come down on these folks super hard. Many of them, the Lord's given them issues where they have to wear a cast. And some of these people have been wearing a cast for like one of those Velcro casts. This has happened to like 4 or 5 people. And I see them for months, even years, having to wear this cast on their foot because the Lord allowed them to break a bone in their foot. So now they struggle to walk around. So they wind up having to experience some of the same constant discomfort that they're putting on me. And they never even think, well, maybe God did this to me because I shouldn't be targeting innocent people. They never even think that. They just probably think they're a victim. Oh, this happened to me. Poor me. I didn't deserve this. I'm a good person. And I broke a bone in my foot. It's amazing, but God will protect you. He's above all this. He's above all this. I'm telling you, I know firsthand the Lord is above all this targeting. He's above. He's more powerful. He can shield you, TIs, from it. You don't have to worry about the nanobots and all this stuff. I know it's real. I know it's true. I have no doubt. But I know that my God is omnipresent. What does that mean? That means he's present with every one of the millions, billions, trillions of nanobots that may be flowing through our bloodstream. The Lord is in control of all of this. And if you have him, he and Malachi chapter 3 is powerful. If you pay tithes and offerings, there's a protection of God that will fall on you, and it is supernatural. I send out my love to all y'all beautiful morning and TIs. God bless.